about this converter we have here, which converts 120 volts to 240 volts for a car charger. And it inputs 120 volts from two outlets, use two outlets, and it outputs 240 volts with this outlet here. This does not have a transformer in it. The way this works is, to most houses, you have 240 volts going into the house. There's two hot wires and one neutral wire. If you measure the voltage between the two hot wires, you get 240 volts. If you measure the voltage between the hot wire and the neutral, you get 120 volts. So the 120 volt outlets are hooked to one of the hot wires and neutral. If you have two different 120 volt outlets, and one of them is hooked to one of the hot wires and the other one's hooked to the other hot wire, you can use two different cables plugged into the two different outlets and get 240 volts between the hot wires on these outlets. So first of all, you need this outlet tester, and you need to test the outlet. It has to pass the test, and in this case you see a green light, and that indicates that it's passed. If you have any other lights, it means either you have a bad connection between the outlet tester and the outlet, or the outlet's no good. In this case, we have a bad connection here. So first of all, you test, and then you take one of the yellow input cords with the plug on it and plug it into the outlet. Then we go to another outlet. In this case, we have one which will work. And the first outlet we plugged in was in the garage, and the second one here is going to be in the laundry room. So before we plug it in, we have to test the outlet again, this outlet, and this tests good. Green light, no other lights, that's passes. And then we plug this one in. Now if we plugged in these two cords to the 120 volt outlets, and these outlets both come from the same hot wire, there'll be 0 volts between them. So what we do is we check, and there's a red light on the converter. It's on. This indicates that we in fact found the correct outlets, the 120 volt outlets. And if we push the button, we can measure the voltage here. And this case is 242 volts. 0 amps because we haven't plugged it into the charger yet. And this indicates that everything's okay. And then there's a cord here with a receptacle, and we plug this into the car charger.